This is me, it's Queen Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Now, a gentleman left me a message in the comment section, and he said, how can you make an Aquarius open up and talk about their feelings? And I thought to myself, that's a very ambitious goal. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my, you like living dangerously, do you? You can't make an Aquarius do anything. You can't even make an Aquarius do something that's good for them, much less something scary like talk about feelings. Aquarius find feelings to be very frightening. We feel things very deeply, and we try to stay out of the deep end of the pool. We try not to drown, you know? So you can't make an Aquarius do anything. The only thing you really can do if you want your Aquarius guy or girl to open up and talk about their feelings is create a safe space where they know that they can. An Aquarius would like to be able to have that kind of space, but again, it's not very comfortable for us. So if you build a relationship where the Aquarius trusts you and knows that the space with you is a safe one, they will start to talk on their own. You won't have to pull teeth or encourage or anything. You just have to create the space. A lot of times it takes time because Aquarius have to get to know you. This could take a while. That's why I don't have the patience for an Aquarius, because I know that. I know that. I know how long that's going to take. And it could be months, it could be years. Because an Aquarius believes they have to be around you for a certain amount of time to really see and connect and, you know, feel and see how you treat people. And it has to take some time. So in a lot of cases, it's not going to be fast. So you have to just create the space. You know, encourage them, let them know that they can speak on their feelings. Another thing, when they do say things to you, anything to you, don't ridicule their thoughts, their ideas, their feelings. Don't make fun of it, you know, that kind of thing, because that's something that really does make us clam up. When people make fun of us, or when people don't listen, if we are talking and they don't listen, or if we tell them something and they contradict it, like, oh, that's not really what it is, it's something else. You know, if we share something with you and you say, oh, that's not what it is, we'll stop sharing. So you have to be really careful when your Aquarius is sharing. Make sure you give the appropriate responses of safety and encouragement when they are sharing, so that they'll feel more and more comfortable sharing more and more. If I come to you and I'm sharing with you and it's a negative situation, if you don't listen, if I don't feel comfortable, if you go back and tell people what I said in confidence, those kind of things are the kind of things that an Aquarius will stop talking to you altogether. So you want to create the environment where the Aquarius feels comfortable and safe. And in the very beginning, I think it's a lot of conversation. It's just like, okay, what do you think about this? It's asking them what they think and then stepping back and listening for the answer. It's encouraging them. It's telling them it's okay. Whatever you think is fine. You know, I might not agree with you, but, you know, it's fine. You know, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm feeling that. You have to let them know that you're impartial. And even if you don't agree with them, it's okay. It's okay, because a lot of times you're not going to agree. Aquarius sometimes has thoughts and ideas that are just their own, but they have to know that that's okay. That we're not going to fight or have a disagreement, or you're not going to like me, or it's going to be something negative because of what I feel and say. A lot of times we don't say anything when we think the other person can't handle what we're going to say, or if we think the other person is going to take offense to what we're going to say. A lot of times we just don't say anything. So you have to give the Aquarius the belief that it's okay. And when they come forward and they do talk to you, they do express their feelings, they do talk to stuff, you know, it has to be a positive feeling. They need to feel like, oh, okay, it felt good to talk to him. It felt good to talk to her. You know, if they walk away feeling like, I shouldn't have said that, then it's not likely they're going to do it the next time. So if you want your Aquarius to open up, that's how you do it. It's a slow walk. It's a slow walk, and it's letting them know that they're safe they always, you know, when we used to do support groups, I used to run a support group for gay teens. And one of the things that facilitators, when I met them at conferences and conversations and things like that, the school district, one of the things we talked about all the time was creating safe space. It's the same thing in your relationships. You have to create a space where people feel safe enough to talk, where people feel safe enough to reveal themselves, their truth. And if they feel like they're going to be ridiculed, if they feel like you're not going to understand, if they feel like it's going to be difficult, then a lot of times they're not willing to do it. Another thing you have to remember is that this is not easy for the Aquarius. Talking about feelings, I know every time feelings come up for me, I get a lump in my throat. I get a big lump in my throat when it's time to talk about how I feel about something. And it makes me so nervous and so anxious. And I breathe my way through it because I've taught myself this over a number of years. But the average Aquarius may not have done that, or it might be too young. They might still be learning what works for them. So they might not be able to. So remember, it's not easy. It's very difficult. So even if you're creating this space and encouraging and being sweet and being open, they still might be a little hesitant. And they also may not have the vocabulary. They might not have the vocabulary to talk about their feelings. Some Aquarius need help in that area. That's why a lot of times I offer people that book, Nonviolent Communication for Couples, because sometimes you have to teach your partner, Aquarius or not, how to communicate with you and how to communicate their feelings and how to receive with empathy. So of course, underneath this video, I'm going to leave that book again, because it's something that I think we all could benefit from. But just remember, as you're trying to encourage, not make, encourage your Aquarius to talk more about their feelings, just remember you have to be patient. You have to be consistent and patient. Okay? I really hope that helps you. Thank you for your question. All right, guys, if you would like to leave me a love donation, I'm going to leave my PayPal. If you would like to leave a message for me in my email because you want to schedule a tarot or oracle card reading, I'll leave that too. If you want to ask a question, leave it underneath this video, or feel free to email it to me if it's private. I will also leave my social media. You can inbox me on Facebook and Instagram if you have a question or a comment or something like that as well. Okay, guys, please pass this video on to anyone who wants to encourage an Aquarius to talk about their feelings, okay? And please give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for your support, your encouragement, and for watching my videos. Take care.